So today I'm going to talk about the final piece of your real estate wholesale dream team. And this one is the position that gets everybody the most excited or the most terrified. So you're going to want to listen to this all the way to the end. I'm going to show you how to find this person and the right person so you could bust through fear and get to that next level. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Todd Toback, and I've wholesaled over 1,000 houses, and 95% of those were locked up by somebody on my team and not by me personally. And if you're looking to break out of hustler mode and you want to stop running around like a chicken, like your head cut off, and you want to own a business, an asset that's going to throw off cash month after month after month without your personal day-to-day involvement, then you're going to want to head on over to my website, nextlevelwholesaling.com. I've got an assessment there that I've created specifically for you. It's going to have you evaluate yourself in the 4 core areas of your real estate wholesale business. That is acquisition, disposition, marketing, and cash flow. It's going to ask you a couple questions. It's going to take you like 120 seconds. And when you take it, it's going to take the blinders off. And you're going to be like, wow, this is the very next thing that I need to work on to get me on this path of freedom where this thing is kicking off cash month after month after month. Okay, so head on over to nextlevelwholesaling.com, download the assessment, and I'm telling you, you're going to love it. All right, so today is the 4th video in the series on how to build your real estate wholesale dream team, and I'm going to focus on the acquisition manager. Now, if you don't know what an acquisition manager is someone who's on your team who's going to answer your inbound marketing calls, or it could be that they're responding to outbound marketing and someone screened them, but whatever kind of marketing that you're doing, this is the person that's going to be meeting with motivated sellers either in a conference over the telephone or face-to-face, one-on-one. And this is one of the most time-consuming activities when you're running your own business, but it's also one of the most important because it generates the revenue, right? It makes it rain. It's critical, this piece, right? Ironically, a lot of people, they mess this one up. Because they're a one-man show, they think that they want to actually perform this role, right? They think it's so important talking to sellers and locking up deals, and it is. But because of this, they won't let go. The problem is when they don't let go, they are also carrying on a lot of other roles in their business, right? Responsible for marketing, and they handle disposition and the administrative work and talking to their accountant, and things don't really go as well as they used to when you first got started, right? Your mind gets clouded. You're taking a little bit longer to get back to leads. Don't worry, this was me. I felt this pain at one point, right? You might find yourself not getting back to sellers as soon as possible, or worse, getting off the phone with sellers who don't sound extremely motivated, right? That's the worst. You're throwing money in the trash, not following up. Maybe you're late to an appointment or missed an appointment or forgot your contracts because your mind gets clouded. So let me challenge you, right? Is this position, once you hire it, your life will change. And I know there's a lot of fear associated with this, right? This person's never going to do it as well as you, or they're going to miss deals, or they're going to, show up late or misvalue something. You know what? All of that is a possibility, right? That can happen. But think about what your life will look like if you don't make this change. The alternative reality that if you keep doing business the way that you're doing it, what will your life look like a year, 2 years, 5 years from now? And for me, that really woke me up. I remember being, tired and frustrated in my business, and I was kind of like at my wit's end. My wife was at her wit's end, and she's like, if you don't make a change, we're gonna have a problem. And so I want to challenge you, if you have this fear, you can bust through it, right? You can find this person, you can train them, they can do what you do, and probably do it better over the long term, because this is their sole focus, laser focus, and eventually they're going to be a master of their craft. I remember when I hired my first acquisition specialist, Brian, he locked up way more houses than I ever did, and especially over a 4.5-year period. He killed it, right? And then I hired many more acquisition specialists after that, and they killed it. It took some training, it took some time, but it was absolutely worth it. So how do you hire an acquisition specialist? Well, you can put ads out on job sites like Indeed, and that works, and you can attract people, and I recommend doing that. And I'll do a whole new series on interviewing and finding the right person. But one of my favorite ways to find somebody is through your network, your sphere of influence. So how do you do that? Well, my recommendation to all our next level wholesaling students is to get on social media and start publishing at least twice a week. Create a company Facebook page, can be a personal Facebook page, and get your name out there, right? Locally in your local market. You don't need to do it nationally, but locally, focus in and tell people what you do. And you may be like, Todd, what do I talk about? Well, talk about anything and anything, right? People don't come because they're excited about wholesaling houses, right? I mean, that's gonna get old. They're coming to work for you. They wanna follow you. You are the leader. They want your influence. They want your energy. They want your wisdom. They want your drive. They want your love. They want your mentorship. So give it to them. Give it to them. Don't be a secret. You gotta let your light come out. So my recommendation to you, action item, killer tip, and nobody is doing this on a consistent basis. Start a company Facebook page and start doing Facebook Lives a couple times a week. It doesn't have to be on Facebook. You can do YouTube, but find the channel and do it. Facebook is one of my favorites, though. Talk about the deals you're doing. Talk about the sellers that you help. Talk about the buyers that you helped. Talk about sales. Talk about anything, right? People that the people are going to want to be a part of. Talk about your morning ritual. Hopefully you got one. And so when you do that over time, you are going to start to breed and matriculate and marinate a bullpen of talent, right? Doesn't that sound great? A bullpen of talent. So over a period of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you have people who want to come work with you. Okay, so I really, really, really want to encourage you. So get the job out, add yes. Social media, build your influence, yes, right? Tell your friends and family, yes. And those three together, they start to work together, right? We have one of our next level wholesaling students who took my advice on this. He started putting his ads on Indeed. That person started doing research, Googled, found the company Facebook page and says, wow, I've got to come work for this guy, and hired them shortly thereafter. So that is my recommendation. Number 2. If you do this right, you're going to get a lot of applicants, a lot of bad applicants, but a couple of good. So what are you looking for? Well, I'm looking for this particular position. A lot of follow-up is involved, a lot of empathy, a lot of listening, right? And so you do want someone who is money motivated, but you're looking for someone who can be very steady, okay, and take the leads and not let leads throw through the toilet. You want someone who is loyal, who's going to be sticking with you for the long term. Coachable. Someone who's really, really, really loves to be coached, and someone who's going to grow. And if you have got those 4, if you've got someone who wants to work hard and they're coachable and they're loyal and they want to learn and they're money motivated, okay, you have got a winner on your hands, and someone who's going to put a lot of money in your pocket, and you're going to put a lot of money in their pocket year after year after year. Now, when you make this hire, I really want to encourage you, your life's going to change. Right? If you're spending 30 hours a week talking to motivated sellers, you now are going to get all that time back. And so if you watch any of my videos and you are a wholesaler, you're thinking about getting wholesaling, I'm telling you, if you make this hire, your life will never be the same. Yes, it's scary, but I'm telling you, if you make the jump, you'll thank me forever. I promise you. So make the hire. Finally, you got to onboard them. And again, I could do a whole nother video series on this, but once you hire someone, you got to train them. I know we've got a no limit selling system that we give all our acquisition specialists. I did some videos on YouTube on how to lock up deals, how to lock up big deal sales training. So look those up on YouTube. Very, very, very important. So check those out. And then continue training. Don't stop. This evolution is ongoing. So that is my recommendation, your wholesaling dream team. To recap, you've got, and again, this is, starting out for a business is a 1 to 2 million. You've got your outstanding administrative virtual assistant. You've got your title company. You've got your acquisition specialist or 2, and that's okay, by the way. You can hire these people on 100% commission. Yes, you can. You got to lead and inspire and offer leads and offer value, and they will come work for you, okay? I can do a whole video series on compensation. Maybe I'll do that. But anyway, make sure you head on to nextlevelwholesaling.com, download the assessment. It'll let you know really where you're at. And maybe it's time to hire that acquisition specialist, or maybe you got to work on disposition, or maybe your admin is a wreck, right? That's okay. Got to start somewhere, but tell the truth to yourself. Take the assessment. That's what'll help you do. Okay, and that'll tell you what your next hire needs to be, and hopefully give you a little bit more courage and motivation to do so. Talk to you soon. Bye.